Good day. It is Friday. NFL starts this week, and radiation is done. And yeah, so it is NFL. Okay. You know what? Without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it because I've tried this video a couple of times. I find I just ramble on. So let's stop rambling on and just get right to the games. Okay, I'm just going to give you guys point spreads today because it seems to me that's where my niche is ending up. Over unders, I'm just not very good at over unders, and and as far as money lines or on pro lines, you guys could bet accordingly. So here we go. We're going to start with I'm taking all my numbers off of Bet 365. Okay, we got Atlanta and Minnesota. I don't like Atlanta because they haven't really made any changes up front. They're still going with the same three Caballeros. Um, when they're all healthy, they do pretty good. But the fact of the matter is, they never stay healthy, and it's always difficult to just rely on that one instance. So we're going to take Minnesota at home. They are a -4. I like Minnesota at home. I think they play very well at home. They stymie a lot of people with their defense. So I'm going to take Minnesota and the -4. All right, next game, Baltimore in Miami. Baltimore again loading up with some really hot shot young quarterbacks. Miami, as usual, going with some old quarterbacks, and with like Fitzpatrick, I think is starting for them. Baltimore's a -6.5, but I think they can win by a touchdown at the very least. So I'm taking Baltimore on the road in Miami, bar none. Okay, next one we got Buffalo at New York. I really like Buffalo. I don't have any really big major stats to tell you except for the fact that I just really like Buffalo. I think that um, the sorry the young quarterback they had last there, he is going to have a better season. Um, the Jets are going with Darnold, and the Jets are a -2.5 at home. I think Buffalo can pull off the win with a field goal in the end. So I'm taking Buffalo on the road. Pro liners, that seems to me as to be one of the few good underdogs on the road. Because that's the only place you're going to find the underdogs is on the road. You don't find too many at home. All right, so next game we got is Kansas City Chiefs versus Jacksonville. Jacksonville is starting Nick Foles this year. Remember that. And Leonard Fournette is healthy. So I'm going to go against the grain here, and I'm going to take Foles at home with the +3. Um, and I will take Jacksonville at home with the +3 and Nick Foles to beat Patrick Mahomes. Although I like Patrick Mahomes. I like him a lot. So we got LA Rams on the road to Carolina Panthers. Newton is hurt. No, sorry, not hurt. I'm sorry, he is not hurt. He is okay. He is playing. I don't know why that came out like that. LA Rams. Carolina couldn't figure them out last year. They're not going to figure them out this year. You got basically almost an even game here. LA Rams is favored by 1.5. Take the Rams on the road in Carolina. Carolina will be better this year, but I don't think they'll be any better against the Rams. Tennessee Titans in Cleveland. Cleveland is starting with it'll come to me. I think Tennessee will win, though. They have 5.5. They have a 5.5 point spot. Mariota is healthy. The entire offense is pretty much healthy this year. I think that they will finally show. I don't think they really have much of a choice. I think Mariota, I don't know if he's at the end of a contract, but he better play like he is because I think this is the final year for him. If he doesn't perform, he will be allocated down to a backup. And Cleveland has got Baker Mayfield. I realize he did pretty well last year, but still takes a whole team to win these games. So next game we got here is Washington at Philly. This is a 10-point 10-point favorite for Philly at home. I know that they can cover that, but 10 points in the NFL is a lot of points. This one is pretty much even. I'm not really going to call it one way or the other because I would have called Philly to win by 10. So I am not going to really go. This one's just too even for me to pick. Cincinnati in Seattle. Seattle is a minus 9.5. Seattle is still Seattle is Seattle, and Cincinnati is basically still going with Dalton. I think once they replace Dalton, they'll do better because Dalton just really hasn't really performed the way he should. It doesn't look like he's going to be getting any better. He's just getting older. 9.5 is a lot, but I think Seattle will cover. I think Seattle will shut them right down. Next game, Indianapolis Colts at the Chargers. Indianapolis is going with Jacoby Brissett. Pretty much shocked by the Andrew Luck retiring and the fact that Jacoby was a mediocre player in NC State at best. I don't see him doing much for Indianapolis, and I don't see him lasting very long. And the Chargers with Phil Rivers again. He's getting older. He's got to start, filling in his bucket list basically. So I'll take the Chargers at home by a touchdown, which is enough to cover the spread, by 6.5. Detroit Lions in Arizona. I don't like Detroit anymore. Matthew Stafford just hasn't really done anything. He hasn't helped improve the team. I don't know if it's the rest of the team or it's just Stafford alone. He's a fourth quarter kind of quarterback, and by the time they get there, they're already down 20 points. I see Arizona beating with Kyler Murray at the helm. And it has nothing to do with Kyler Murray. I just think that Detroit is just a really terrible team. And they got to play in the heat, too. Detroit is a 2.5-point favorite. Arizona will beat them by a field goal easy. They don't even have to. They can beat them by one. But take Arizona at home. Giants at Dallas Cowboys. I really like the Giants this year. I really think that they are going to get back into the playoffs. If you don't do it with Manning, you're going to have a couple of very capable backups. And Dallas, I know they're healthy, and they're favored by 7.5. I see Giants covering this because the Giants always play Dallas well at home, on the road when they're on the road, and I think that they will cover at least the spread, if not win outright. I personally feel this is a game I'm going to be taking on Pro Line as a Giants win outright. At the very least, take a tie on the Pro Line. Okay, like I said, Giants on the road at Dallas is a very good bet. 49ers at Tampa Bay. 49ers got Garoppolo. I don't know. I think they had a good finish, but I don't think it's enough to basically to make them win on the road yet. They might pull 6 games this year, but I think they'll all be at home. They're playing Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a little hungry this year. Jameis Winston, again, another quarterback he's been there a few years. He's got to start making a mark here, or he'll find himself out as well. So I'll take the Buccaneers at home. They're only at -1, so that's a safe bet, I think, to take at home. And the night game on Sunday, Pittsburgh Steelers at the Patriots. Patriots will win, but not by 5.5. I think that the Steelers will keep it close. These two teams always play each other close. So I'm going to take the Steelers with the 5.5. I think that's a good gift. 5.5 points is quite a bit to give to the Steelers. Monday's games, you got Houston at New Orleans. Houston, I just don't think. I think they're a broken team. They're I think Deshaun Watson is just basically he's too fragile. I think they're just too volatile. That's taking Saints at home -7. It might be a 7-point win. That's at the very least. I think the Saints light it right. I think they really light it up. So I would be taking the Saints at home and the -7. Last game is Denver at Oakland. With Flacco, I think that just makes that team that much stronger. That defense is just so stellar. All they needed was basically somebody to take charge on the offensive, and I think Flacco can do that. He's got a couple of years left in him. I think he's still capable. I think he's definitely going to improve that team a lot. You're looking at they're a -2 in Oakland. Although I really like Oakland, I like the Raiders. I like the way they're going. I think Denver just a little strong for them. I think that Denver will win by a field goal, which puts them as the pick to take with the -2. So there you have it. That's NFL. Sorry, my lips are just dry. My mouth is just drying out talking that much. But those are your NFL picks, guys. I said I'd have them up. Sorry I didn't get Thursday's game in, but just busy with the radiation being my last day. No more radiation from here on in. And good luck. Good luck on Sunday. And if you can, please comment. I would really like to hear what you have to say. Please comment. I would really like to hear what you have to say. And share the video with your friends, your football friends. And hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything. I'd really appreciate it if you can. I'd like to boost that up a bit. And check into my college picks for tomorrow. Went 10-5 last week. Hopefully go a better ratio this week, obviously. So good luck. Make money. And we will see you guys Monday on the recap. All right? Take care and have a great weekend.